good night, everyone. Johnson. I God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Simon J. Spirit. I'm here to give you the short news and the word on tonight. Okay, we're gonna start with they released some more hostages today. Gaza are fighting pause hold. Okay, so you need to know it was on pause for 4 days. So Hezbollah had released 12 more hostages. That's good. In exchange for another 30 Palestine detained in Israel prisoner, and more aid is arising in the Gaza Strip. As the plea persisted to extend the pause in fighting, Hammond explained what could change the terms of the temporary ceasefire. Now, the concern about the youngest hostages and what one was 12 years old. The boy said that he and other children endured while being held hostage by him. So they was telling other people what went on, why they was in there. So others were tied to Canada are still stuck in Gaza. Trip. Some of those who got out are safely back in Canada, sir, and sharing what they have endured. So they had children up in there. So children had to experience, what they had went through in there. So it's horrible when children have to go through all this kind of activity that's going on. So I do have a word for you, a persistent widow, and their power of prayer. There's power in prayer. This lady, she was so persistent. She was not taking no for an answer. This judge who didn't want to take nobody's case, but she kept going back and kept going back. He ain't had none of church but to take her case. So this story about being persistent in your prayer. Never take no for an answer. To keep pushing until you get an answer. Now, see, this was Jesus. Jesus had start out telling his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and never give up. Even if you get a no, you got to keep on praying. Keep on praying. Because this lady, she ain't never stopped. That Jesus had told them, they ought to always pray and not lose heart. And he said in a certain town there was a judge, who needed to fear God. He didn't fear God, no care about people at all. But he had no business being a judge. He didn't fear God, and he didn't care about the people. The people was the Israelite. Now this judge have no compassion for no one. He don't want to take care of no case. Now this judge needs to fear God. So I don't know who picked him to be a judge. So and there was a widow in a town who kept coming to him with the plea. Now grant me justice against my adversary. Because you see, her husband had died. So they don't say what happened or what kind of case that she needed. They didn't say. They just said she needed a case done. Her husband is dead. And this judge, he didn't want to take her case. Matter of fact, he didn't want to take nobody's case. So this widow's circumstances that give increased interest to the panel. Now judges were bound to show special attention to widow. So you had someone was supposed to take care of the widow. And this judge was supposed to take care of all the widow. He was supposed to take their case, and anything had went on with any one husband, he was supposed to make sure that woman was taken care of. Now the judge was bound to show special attention to widow. He was supposed to. The reason of this was that they were poor and were liable to be oppressed by those in power. That this judge, kept telling her no about. Now she kept on coming. He kept saying no, and then I saw the move. He was getting her a brick wall, and she just turned around. And then the next day she come back again. She every time he tell her no, she wasn't accepting no for an answer. And then when she go home, she pray to God. So she put God in the mix up. Now for some time now she had refused. But finally she had said to himself, even though I don't fear God. Now this is the time the judge decide. He said for some time he refused. But finally he had said to himself, even though I don't fear God, or care what people think, he said, but yet because this widow keep bothering me, I will see that she get justice so that she won't eventually keep coming attacking me. Now, he kept telling this woman no. Now, all of a sudden, he's saying this woman attacking him, because she kept on coming. I guess she was raising her voice or something, but he kept telling her no, but now he's saying, I'm going to take her case, because she might attack me the next doggone time, and she keep on bothering me. So this widow here, and that's what we have to do. We have to keep on praying. This widow refused to stop. She just kept on praying, and you got to keep on praying until eventually, they're gonna have to give in. That's just like if you're gonna feel a job. They keep telling they hold it for 3 months. 3 months you go back again. You're gonna keep on going until you get a yes. You're gonna keep on praying until something come up, until so you see something, hear something. You're gonna keep on praying. She didn't never stop praying. Every time he give her no, she'll go home and pray again. Go back the next day, and she kept on doing it till he said she bothering him. So that means she had wore him out. And that's, you got to keep on praying until you wear the situation out. And eventually it's going to turn into your favor like it did her. So the widow eventually had received justice from this judge, and though not because the judge cared about her or doing what was right, he was simply tired that she wore him down, because she never stopped pursuing him. You got to keep on going until you wear him out. She wore him out. So he ain't had no choice. I'm going ahead and take your case. Because it seems like you're not going to stop coming. I'm going to go ahead on and take your case. So you won't come back here again. Because she didn't stop. She never stopped pursuing him. Now this widow was persistent in her prayer. She never stopped. She kept on praying, and she never stopped trying to get justice. So that's what we have to do. We have to never accept no. We have to keep on going until you wear them out. And that's what you got to do until you receive a yes. That's what this widow had did. She kept on going. She kept getting a no. She kept getting a no, but she kept going back until she got a yes. Until she wore down. Don't let the situation, she didn't let the situation wear her out. She wore it out. And this story, Jesus was telling his disciples to never stop praying. Even if you get a no, keep on praying. See, he was learning his disciples how to pray. That's how the prayer came in place. Because Jesus had wrote the prayer down. He was trying to teach his disciples to pray. Even if you get a no, you keep on praying. Even if you tired, you keep on praying. Keep on praying and don't never stop. So in the law has said, listen to what the unjust judge has said. So God called him an unjust. And would not, God bring about justice for his chosen ones. Now, who cried out to him day and night, will be kept putting them off. He kept putting everybody. It wasn't just her. He was doing it to the Israelite too. Kept on putting the situation off. So I tell you, that he will see that he'll get justice. Now, see, this God talk. You see, every time they went home, they was praying to God. Because he didn't want to see nobody case. It wasn't just her. He didn't want to see nobody case. And what they do, they go home and they pray to God. So I tell you, he will see that they get justice, and quickly. However, now God said, I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure y'all get justice. And I'm going to make sure y'all get justice quickly. you know. And so the Son of Man come, and where he find faith on the earth, you know. And so Jesus saying, when he come, where he find someone that's have faith on this earth. And so this would have put pressure on this judge. She sure did put pressure on him. He put pressure. She put pressure on him. So he talking about she gonna attack him. So that he could not resist. Her no more. Persistent prayer keep us in communication with God. And see, that's a lot of. And see that's what it is sometimes. And sometimes God will not give you a yes so fast. He wants you to have communication with him on a regular basis. So prayer keep us in communication with God. It help us keep our requests in perspective that make us consider what we really want God to do. And see, God already know what we want. So when we pray to him for a request, just like he did Solomon. Okay, Solomon asked for wisdom. But he didn't ask for no money. So God said, since you didn't ask for no money, I'm going to give you some money and everything else that's going to come with it. So a lot of times, see, God know what we need. And a lot of times, if we don't ask for, he'll be nice and give it to you anyway. Not all the time, but he will give it to you. So he was surprised that Solomon did not ask for money and wealth. He asked for wisdom to get that project done. So what the judge don't know, that God people are praying people. They grew up under God, and even though this generation after generation, but it got passed down. God got involved and said quickly, that he would take care of his people. Now she was not the only one that he was saying no to. Now it was all God people. All pray every day to God that he was not taking their case. So he didn't know. He didn't want to take nobody's case, but he didn't know. They went home and they was praying to God. And so Jesus compared God not with a good man, but with goodness man, and emphasized the difference between this unjust, judge and the righteous God. So he compared God to this unjust. He was trying to he trying to let people know. You see how a righteous person would do. A righteous person would take care of someone. To take care of their needs. An unjust person will not take care of your needs. He ain't gonna care about you or nothing else. And so Jesus compared those two. An unjust don't have no care at all. A righteous, man will care about your needs. So now Jesus is showing us, be persistent in your prayer, even if you haven't come through yet. That's what he's saying. Even if you haven't come through yet, still keep on praying. You know, keep praying. Forever you pray for, even if it don't come. Even if it take a long time, keep on praying. Like this widow, never stop until she wore him out. Now he thought he was gonna wear her out. He thought when he brick wall her, he thought she wasn't gonna come back, but she kept on coming back the next day, the day after that. She kept on coming back, and she'll go home and pray. All the Israelites, he didn't want to take their case, but they'll go home and pray. This would have never stopped until she wore him out. The unjust didn't want it to take their cases, but said quickly, it will be done. It will be handled. God said he will take care of your case, and he will take care of it quickly. So keep praying. Never stop. There's power in prayer. Sometimes God answer us quickly, and sometimes he'll have you to wait, because a lot of the time, if you don't pray on a regular basis, he want communication with you, and he also want to see how long you gonna pray. You know, if you just gonna stop praying, if he don't give you what you asked for, you know, that you see that's what Sarah did. Sarah stopped praying, and she stopped having communication, everything, you know, and she took matters into her own hands because she got tired of waiting, you know. So that's all the word I have for you today. And we still talking about, like I said yesterday, we're gonna keep on talking about Jesus Hodgson too until we get all of them released. Until we get all of them released, we see he let them live by live. You know, so he done let uh 12 been released today. 12 Hodges been released today. You know, and so we talk about the position woman. Her husband died, and she needed justice, and she ended up with a unjust judge. You know, don't care about nothing. Don't care about nothing. Don't even have a compassionate heart at all. You know, but good thing she was a praying woman. Good thing she was a praying woman. You know, the time that we have right now, you have to keep on praying. You got to pray on everything. Pray on everything. You know, that's the only thing, you know, gonna get us through. They're gonna get to God. You know, we have to keep on praying. You know, even if we get a no, even if it take a long time, we got to keep on praying. Keep on praying is our only way out. Remember Ezekiel, they say when he got sick, they said there was no cure. But guess what? He turned his head around and he started praying to God. He started praying to God. And God said, I'm going to add 15 more years onto your life. I mean, that's power in prayer. That's power in prayer. When they say you're not going to recover, you're going to die. Get your house in order. You know, and then God turned around and added 15 more years onto your life. So don't take prayer for granted. That's power in prayer. You know, sometimes you might have to do it every day. Sometimes you might have to do it every month. Whatever the case is, there's power in prayer. You know, so that's all I have for you today. Y'all have a blessed and safe day and night, and I'll see y'all on the next video.